Welcome to Orange Mound. With a deeply rooted history and rich tradition, Orange Mound is certainly a neighborhood of great community and character. It's also marked by long-standing, committed residents who both love Orange Mound and take great pride in their neighborhood. The history of Orange Mound dates back to 1890, when a real estate developer bought a former plantation and divided it into 982 small lots, creating a new subdivision. He then built homes on these lots and sold them for under $100 to African American families who were moving to Memphis from the surrounding countryside. Largely cut off from the rest of the city due to segregation, residents were forced to become self-sufficient. In doing so, Orange Mound was soon comprised of doctors, lawyers, businessmen, and other professionals, in addition to working-class families, making it a thriving community. This self-sufficiency became a source of community pride, as did the fact that the majority of residents owned rather than rented their homes. At one time, Orange Mound was the largest African American community outside of Harlem. For the past 11 years, SOS has worked solely in the Binghamton neighborhood to repair homes in the name of Christ. However, in the fall of 2008, SOS began a new initiative to expand their efforts into another community of Memphis, Orange Mound. This new venture became known as SOS114. Begun as a grassroots movement, SOS114 seeks to partner with the community, churches, and organizations of Orange Mound for the sake of empowering and bettering the neighborhood, as well as growing the number of campers and churches involved in the work of SOS. This week, you will get the opportunity to meet and learn from residents of Orange Mound, such as Mr. Narvin Perkins. Mr. Perkins has lived in Orange Mound on Grand Street his entire life. He is 69 years old and is a retired concrete finisher. Mr. Perkins has lived in his current house for 22 years, but it has been in a state of need for the past 3. His home needs a new roof, flooring, kitchen and bathroom repairs, and a new water heater. Mr. Perkins has not had hot water for over 5 years. Because of the extent of the work that needs to be done on his home, SOS began work there during its spring break camps this past March. During those camps, we were able to tear down and rebuild the entire back room of his house. Through your partnership, commitment, time, and sweat this week, SOS114 gets the opportunity to love and serve Orange Mound residents such as Mr. Perkins. SOS114 exists to glorify God by proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ in word and deed through urban home repair camps. We seek to follow the example of Christ found in John 1:14. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen His glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. Therefore, we too desire to come in the flesh to minister with both our words and deeds, demonstrating the greatness and glory of Jesus Christ. Join us this week as we seek to follow the example of Christ, to love God and one another.
Welcome to SOS 114.